Alex Mahadevan, who works to debunk misinformation at the director of Pointer Institute, a nonpartisan nonprofit organization. Wait, what? Who the f is this dickhead? Did you see the New York Times mention you as spreading misinformation? Wait, really? I doubt that. I think she's also both a twofer on swerfy and turfy behavior. I can't share link. Just tell me what the article title is and we'll look at it. Americans, unfortunately, are very... What? The voices young conservatives are listening to online? What? Alex Mahadevan, who works to debunk misinformation at the director of Pointer Institute, a nonpartisan nonprofit organization. Wait, what? Who the f is this dickhead? He said I share as much misinformation as anyone on the right. A nonpartisan nonprofit organization said young people's increased trust in the online chattering class rather than mainstream media was a problem because, bro, you have to be on crack cocaine to have this take. Was a problem because content creators, like unlike most journalists, are bound by journalistic ethics that pertains to people across the political spectrum. Hasan Piker, a popular left-leaning streamer on Twitch and YouTube, shares as much misinformation as anyone on the right, he added. Mr. Mahadevan said the preference for content that affirmed beliefs stem from what he called a core human desire, the need for validation. Show me this Twitter right now. What the is this talking about? What the absolute is this talking about? And this dumb follows me too. Dumb centrist. I like that he waited for the end of the open. Bro, in an article where they're talking about like people consistently, in an article where you are talking about right-wing sentiment and how much misinformation plays in the right-wing sphere, to turn around and be like, you know, actually, there's a guy out there who's, you know, reporting on said misinformation, me, and addressing it with empirical evidence. Love that the Pointer Institute, top funders of Pointer Institute, love that a idiotic... Have him on the defendant's take? I do want to have him on the defendant's take. Oh, my Lord. He's going to say the Ukraine thing or the hospital bombing thing, that's good enough for him to call you a misinformation spreader. Do not interact with these weirdos. This just seems like you're whining. Okay, you know what? What the f am I doing? This loser has 2,000 Twitter followers and works for a right-wing or centrist, hyper-centrist think tank. Anyway. You're going to blow him up? He said your name on purpose? Yeah. Top donors from the Charles Koch Institute. The Stand Together Fellowships from the Charles Koch Institute. So glad. Fucking dickhead. Nah, you're not whining. You take your news accuracy seriously. And when some questions that, of course, you're upset. Yeah, no. He's very pro-Israel, too, in all of his writings. Yeah, that's probably why he's saying I'm spreading misinformation, because I think Palestinians are human beings. Dude, shut the f up with this dumb poop sock, brother. Are you a child? The New York Times, this asshole's on the New York Times being like, oh, this dude is spreading as much misinformation. Most of my commentary hyper focuses on right-wing misinfo. The people that this article is literally about. People that I've directly called out for spreading misinformation. And this centrist coke-backed think tank guy goes in and is like, oh, actually the left is spreading misinformation as well. Yeah, you're right, dude. Extremely both sides. What are you doing? Why are you posting your own tweets? There's nothing more frustrating than a supposedly centrist liberal, okay, operating in a supposedly centrist think tank that gets money from the Koch brothers or the Koch brother now, okay, that turns around and both sides of this. It's like, just say it with your chest. Like, who the wrote this article, dude? How are you on crack? You just didn't like. I got a mention, but I didn't get a call. That's crazy. Bad journalism, in my opinion. Mr. Mahadevan said the preference for content affirmed belief stems from what he calls a core human desire, the need for validation. Confirmation bias and motivated reasoning are so powerful in humans, he said. We want to believe the facts that confirm what we think. Yeah, Mr. Mahadevan added that the way some people selectively consumed mainstream media news was exemplified after the shooting of Mr. Trump at a campaign rally in Pennsylvania on Saturday. What did I do? Most of what I did after he got shot was literally actively cast aside misinformation and explain to people media literacy. This is most of what I do is media literacy. Sorry, that's so annoying. He's mad you called the Trump pick hard. Read a little further. Wait, really? Think of the most powerful image that came out of the event. Wait, what? How? That's not about me. The Trump's bloody fist in the air with the American flag in the background, he said. That was taken by an AP photographer. The AP is like the most traditional mainstream media. But that doesn't stop people who claim to distrust the mainstream media from taking that image and sharing it far and wide, saying it's the hardest image ever. In the tackling the misinformation spread by the people mentioned in the article. That's a wild statement. I would love to. He loves you, fam. I think the power plays to invite him on so we can inform you. I mean, that's an insane sentiment to express. A popular left-leaning streamer on Twitch and YouTube shares as much misinformation as anyone on the right is insane. Literally, most of my commentary revolves around actively dispelling misinformation that the voices of young conservatives are actually promoting online. What is this? All right, I don't care. That's such freak shit. Anyway, yeah, let's get back to real news. Meanwhile, this is the info Matt Walsh is saying after Trump got shot. There's no conspiracy theory off the yeah.